Good morning, everyone. Gal playing some more Pokémon Reborn, and we are picking up right where we left off. Cutaway now to the Mewtwo battles. So we were almost there that time. I need to be a little bit more careful early game with heat. I feel like, that Groudon is still the biggest problem here. I really hate to do this. But can Ice Pickle... See, the problem the problem with the lead we've got right now is they immediately call Groudon in. And that kills the sand, which means Big Fella loses momentum immediately. There's lots of other Pokemon that Big Fella is decent against, but without the sand, it's not as good. So I kind of feel like what we need to do is get a different Earthquaker up front that might provoke a different Pokemon. $561. Yeah, it's got more attack. And unfortunately, Ishtar is not doing as much as I would like. I feel like that one, Ice Pickle, and Pete are carrying a lot of this right now. Boone is doing a bit. Big Fella and Ishtar are unfortunately falling a little short here, mostly just because of everything has Heat Wave, and that's really hurting. Unfortunately, my entire strat is based on Helping Hand right now, and I don't think I have anyone else trained with Helping Hand right now. Trying to think offhand if there's anyone else who might have it trained up, or anyone in particular who can learn it. Either way, it's at least an egg move or a move tutor for anyone who can learn it, so it's gonna take a bit. Okay. So we're gonna tag out here and go with priority moves. extreme speed. We'd have to train them up. We don't have any candy right now. Actually, wait. Extreme speed. Yeah. Let's see what happens when we do this. I may just make a supercut. I may have to just make a supercut of Fern getting shot by Mewtwo off the side. That's less good. Okay, so Ice Pickle doesn't outspeed Terrakion. Should still kill. My big question here is whether they bring the same follow-up out. Because having different types, they're going to react differently, potentially. They brought Keldeo out. Okay. Oh. That's a problem. Oh boy. Okay. That experiment failed. That's the answer there. In fact, I'm gonna go ahead and say we're in big enough trouble right now. We're gonna go ahead and reset. That did not work. Stealth Rex is not acceptable there. We need more speed. And the options are probably gonna be we could Choice Scarf. Or so let's see what happens if we do this instead. Boom. Oh, Fern, you deserve it. Not enough to kill either of them. Okay. Oh, the other two had stab. I wasn't calculating that in. So this is what happens when I start trying to do math on my own. I was fine except for that whole... If it wasn't for the rainbow, my plan would have been really solid. Unfortunately, we still have the rainbow. Protect. That'll get Icy Wind. Ishtar gets hit with that. Speed drop. But if they can survive this attack from Groudon, which they can't. Oh god. This is getting worse instead of better, just to be clear. That's actually good to know. Boone can switch in on Keldeo. That made me very happy. I don't actually care exactly what happens with the rest of this. We just took out Primal Groudon with a Drifloon. Oh, we have Stealth Rocks again. I was not even paying attention to that. Okay. Sucker Punch. Destiny Bond. And they went into Pete. Yeah. Okay. So, I'm gonna trust past me and say, big fella needs to come back. The follow-up is what we need to be better with. We're bringing metal in instead of, or for this last slot. We've got 3 flying types, so I think if we can switch that into Precipice Blades, switch 2 of them into Precipice Blades, we should be okay. There is something just really beautiful about having that first turn mapped out so well. I understand why people enjoy doing that for, like, longer battles. Honestly, the next time I play a Pokemon game, I will probably be playing something that doesn't have all of the different fields, so that I can actually look at some of those calcs, because I really did enjoy it. Precipice Blades, Protect, and doesn't affect. Heat Wave, Protect on Big Fella, and doesn't do that much to Metal. Perfect. Except for the Burn. The Burn is less perfect. Okay. I think we just go double Earthquake. And because of Burn, it did very little. Brick Break? I mean, sure. Photon Geyser. Yeah, that's unfortunate. I really need a good option for dealing with that Necrozma. Which actually, I do have good options. I just need to actually use them. I think is probably the better response there. Sucker Punch, Acrobatics, Meloetta. So we go into Meloetta and Protect, I guess. Perfect. Technically works. Except for that whole Magearna is now at +4 and is going to Floor Cannon into Pete. That's less good. Okay. This isn't good, but it could be worse. I forgot they still had Mewtwo on that side. This is bad. Okay, yeah. I'm pretty sure we don't have enough to get through this at this point. Because Rayquaza is very powerful, but also fairly squishy. I really just need a good switch in for that round 2. Like, I feel like that's the piece I'm missing that would make all the difference. I'd liked this, because that's then Precipice Blades, Heat Wave, as long as metal doesn't get burned again. Okay. Okay. We still don't have a great option into... Oh. We still have Scarf on. Whoops. We still don't have a great option to Groudon here. Maybe we Sucker Punch Groudon to help keep its eruption damage down. And Extreme Speed to finish off Necrozma, hopefully. So the choice scarf was actually the biggest thing wrong with right there. If we had been able to switch moves, we could have hit Keldeo with Dragon Ascent instead of Extreme Speed. Or if we had just had Choice Band instead of Choice Scarf, Extreme Speed would have been more viable because there's no reason to use... Yeah, now Big Fella's slower. That gives us the ability to change moves. I would like actually to do one more thing. We don't need Hard Swap for this fight. And what does Metal have for options currently? Sure. That's fine. Still satisfying every time. So the reason that what the change we just made is important is because that means that we can now switch Metal in on this slot and protect with Ishtar. Might not seem like a big deal, but I think it's gonna matter. Another burn. Helping Hand, Dragon Ascent. That'll help into Eruption. Okay. So, I actually have a thought now. Which is one of my biggest goals. Oh crap, that might actually still do it. Darn. I was hoping he'd keep using Eruption. or other similar moves. That was probably a bit naive, but that's okay. I think at this point, I actually want to bring that one in to be able to help sweep the left side. Yeah, this entire turn was a disaster. That should have been Boone instead of that one, probably. Big Fella outspeeds Groudon. That's actually good to know. So I'm expecting Drain Punch Heat Wave. I thought I calced this to make sure Boone was faster than Mewtwo. Did I change the setup there somehow? I must have. Okay. Boone's supposed to be faster than Mewtwo with Unburden. So I'm not sure what I did wrong with my math. Maybe did I do it off Jolly instead of Adamant? It also could just be a level thing. Drifblim, 252 attack and defense, or attack and HP. Adamant. Unburden, active, acrobatics, Mega Mewtwo X with 252 in every EV. I haven't really talked about that. All of the Pokemon we're fighting have maxed out EVs on everything. Okay. I think I figured out what I was doing wrong. Unfortunately, I don't have an easy way to fix it. If I've got a Jolly... Jolly Mint, that'll do. It's not ideal because we're doing less damage that way. Apparently, I think what I did is when I originally calced it, instead of my extra 6 points being in defense, they were in speed. And that actually made the difference. Boone was 2 speed lower than Mewtwo. Or that would have been a completely different situation. Actually, did I save? Please tell me I didn't save. I just realized there's another way I could do that. No, I did save. Okay, we're stuck on Jolly. Out on Necrozma. I'm just gonna do both at once. I feel like the stagger was not working as well as I wanted. This is gonna be Precipice Blades and Heat Wave. Sucker Punch, Earthquake. Okay. Photon Geyser into metal. Man, they really just don't like having metal on the field. But I now know that Big Fella is faster than Groudon. From our previous experiments. Lunala Keldeo. Okay. I'm not sure what Lunala does in this spot. And I'm pretty sure it's gonna hurt. I'm expecting Keldeo to Secret Sword into the right spot, though. Which means Boone can switch in safely. Lunala Heat Waves. Awesome. Except for that whole burn thing. Now we hope that he can still one-shot Keldeo. Nope. You know why he can't one-shot Keldeo? I'll tell you why you can't one-shot Keldeo. Because we switched our nature from Jolly to Adamant and I can't do the... Nah. I'm okay. Caption, he was not okay. Oh boy. So one of the problems that I have with this is if I do revive Metal, he's not Mega, and if I revive Boon, he can't get Unburdened. I feel like this is when we bring that one in. Sun Headbutt's gonna one-shot that one. Heatwave shouldn't one-shot Ishtar, but we got a crit. I hate everything. Okay. We're gonna step away so that I can actually do some proper retraining. There's a few things here that aren't working, and I've been trying to force my way through because we're getting close. But I don't feel like close is good enough right now. And there's like two things that I need to fix. One of them is Ishtar isn't pulling their weight. They're supposed to be bulky and there's too many fire things on the field. I mentioned it before, like an hour ago, and it's still a problem. And Boone, I need to get the speed switched around so that I can actually get that back where it's supposed to be. That means I need to buy an Adamant Mint, I need to clear their speed stat, and then retrain them in EV in a random encounter. That means I have to walk all the way back out. So I'm gonna go ahead and wrap this up, and we will come back once that's done. Hey y'all, Griff from the future here. Still got a ways to go. I think we should be able to wrap it up tomorrow. So hopefully you're still enjoying. If you are, please give me a like and subscribe. Check out the other content on my channel. If you have any questions or suggestions, please leave them in the comments. And as always, have a good one. We'll catch you next time.